Well, welcome back. We are into the March edition. Talking to you this morning at the end of February, but what a glorious spring day we have out there this morning. I'm Ken Riehl, CEO of the Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce, and with me this morning are Susan.
I'm Sara Bowen. I'm the events director here at the Chamber.
And Susan Gould-Coviello, this year's president of the Chamber.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming back. And
happy to be here.
Yeah. Looking forward to doing this update. You know, February is always, it's a big month for us, not so much from an events perspective, but really planning and process. It sets us up for the spring, which leads right into the rest of the year. And we got a lot of things that are planned. You know, one of the things we did in February that was new for us as we continued to adapt to the pandemic is we did our first business after hours on Zoom. And we're a little nervous about that, but we set up Zoom rooms, and Sara, you did such a terrific job in organizing those rooms. And Susan, it was really fun. You know, we had 40 to 50 people with us in 3 or 4 different Zoom rooms, and the conversation was casual and informative.
I thought it was great. It was so much fun. It was great because normally I probably wouldn't, my business wouldn't normally support an in-person business after hours, because we don't have alcohol in this building, and most people like to have a cocktail during those. So it's nice to be sitting in my house having a cocktail and talking about the health project. So it was really fun. It was nice to meet. I met some really great new friends, learned about some new businesses. It was great. Sara, you really did a great job. Those rooms were fun.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. You could just tell people were really enjoying it. I think having it over Zoom, you know, we were able to still break out into the separate groupings like you would in a normal cocktail reception, but it was more forced in a positive way. So you were forced to make new connections and have conversations, which you might not otherwise get in an in-person event just because people get stuck in their pods. So this was a really cool experiment, and I think everyone just had a really, really good time. So we're looking forward to.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear what the questions might be for the next one too. I can't wait to hear.
That's part of what makes it so fun, is because the questions are meant to be informative. You know, tell us about your business and something about you, and there's a couple of fun questions in there too, which basically icebreakers, you know, and you just have fun with it and meeting people on more of a personal level, which is what business relationships are all about.
Yeah. So
there was really some terrific connections made. All of our networking events are free for our members, and so we really want our members to take advantage of it. They're fun, they're easy, and it's just a great way to connect with other people and grow your business. We have another one coming up actually this evening, which we too late for our viewers, featuring our second vice president, Lauren Caputo at Cape Ann Motor Inn, and then we do them help me out here, guys, the third Wednesday, fourth. Thank you, Sara.
You're welcome.
The fourth Wednesday of every month. And so at 4:30, and then we have another networking forum the following week, the first Thursday of every month. We do a coffee and connections in the morning. Different format. It's we do go around the Zoom room. We don't break out in coffee and connections, but just terrific opportunities to network and stay connected and grow your business connections. So that's
it's really great to see so many people who come to these meetings also, because the coffee and connections, that's part of their workday. It's part of my workday, but I love it because it's great to get to know some new members and to really hear what's going on in their places of business where you may not hear it, especially during COVID. You're not necessarily walking around seeing a lot of folks. So I think that the coffee and connections and the business after hours, different flavors, one's coffee, one's not, but different flavors also in what goes on, and they're really, really worthwhile.
Yeah, I agree. We're really having a fun time with it. And we'll probably continue some form of at least one of these, even when we can get back together, because it's just so easy over Zoom for anybody to join from anywhere they're at. You know, you don't have to drive to go to them. Open your computer or your phone. We got a big March coming up, and then the chamber goes very active after that with our events. Do you want to give us a rundown on what's in store, Sara?
Sure. So a big one coming up, which we just confirmed on March 9th at 8 a.m. we have our Economic Outlook Forum this year. It will be held virtual, our annual Economic Outlook event. And it is free for members. There is a nominal fee for non-members, but we're going to hear from 3 fantastic representatives for the state and for our city. We'll hear from Mike Keneally, who's the Secretary of Housing and Economic Development. He'll give an overview of kind of the state of the Commonwealth. Following him will be Mary Lou Sutters. She's our Secretary of Health and Human Services. So she'll give a greater overview and current update on the vaccination plan and its current status and what to come. You know, it's kind of where have we been, where are we now, and where are we going, so we can forecast for the year. Then we'll also hear from Gloucester's own Community and Development Director, Jill Cahill, who will give a similar approach and perspective for our local region. So really looking forward to that event. I think it's going to be really informative. We're already receiving a lot of registrations. So Ken or Susan, do you have anything to add about this event? I know we're all really excited.
Well, I'm really excited to see Secretary Sutters again. She 2 years ago now, she and Governor Baker visited One Stop, our syringe exchange program. It was the first syringe exchange program that the governor had ever visited in the state. And they came 2 years ago. They learned a lot about what our program is. They learned a lot about what the issues are on Cape Ann regarding substance use. And she's such a good listener and had so many great ideas. So I'm super excited to have her coming back. I know that she's been in Gloucester other times as well, but I can't wait to see her again because she does a terrific job. She has a hard job. Right now, it's a very difficult job, obviously, with the vaccine rollout, and she's really works really hard for all of us. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and our economy is all about the pandemic. And these 3 leaders are literally leading the Commonwealth and our local community here on Cape Ann through this most challenging time. And so it's so appropriate to hear from them. And frankly, we hear from them much more regularly. Susan and I are part of a reopening task force here in Gloucester, and we meet weekly. And Secretary Keneally holds a bi-weekly call with anybody in the Commonwealth on what's going on with the governor's plans and how we're doing with the pandemic. And so we're informed, but a lot of our members are not. And so this is just a great opportunity to hear overall where have we been and where are we going to get to the other side of this pandemic. So it should be really informative, and we're pleased that these 3 leaders have been able to join us on March 9th. Right, Sarah?
March 9th, yep.
At 8 o'clock, and they can sign up at our website, capeannchamber.com.
Yes. And following that, we do have some other annual events and games. We have our winter birding trip. Well, actually, that's before that, March 6th.
You're right.
But that is currently sold out. But if anyone would like to join our wait list, that is available also online. But following our Economic Outlook event, we do have our favorite Irish sweepstakes coming up on March 18th, so the day after St. Patrick's Day. So we have a few tickets, I believe, still left here at the chamber, so give us a call. We also do have 50/50 sweepstake tickets available online and also here at the chamber, so you're welcome to stop in. But it's going to be a really great virtual event this year. We're going to be broadcasting from a great location, so you don't want to miss seeing where we are and some of the special guests we're going to have accompany us. So we're excited for that one.
Do you want to share where we're going to be, or not let that?
Yeah, well, sure. We're going to be over at Laneside Pub at Cape Ann Lanes. We're really excited to highlight the brewery, and we've been working with Caitlin Pizzeni, and it's going to be a fun event.
Yeah, awesome. It's a really fun community event, and of course we can't get together for it, so we'll do this. This is our 3rd and hopefully our last big community event. You know, at the Gloucester House, it's standing room only with 200 plus people. And we're not going to be doing that at all at Caitlin's place. We'll have a few of us there, of course, but everybody's invited in to join via Zoom, Facebook Live. Corey Kukuru is again going to help us out with that. So big shout out to Corey. He's been a terrific partner through this whole thing, and Corey makes it fun too because we'll have a soundtrack and just make it fun. So we're looking forward to that. And then you know what else, Sarah? That I wonder we should touch on Takeout Today and that new promotional campaign and why are we do what is that and why are we doing it?
Yeah, Takeout Today. You know, the pandemic has really just hit many industries hard, but in particular, as we all know, our restaurants and hospitality, retail industries, they've been hit really hard by this pandemic. And so the team here, we put our heads together to think of how we can best support those folks in our community. And we wanted to do a marketing push to rally the community to go out and support those individual businesses. So it's a weekly promotion. You'll see that roll out. That it's going to be the week-long duration. It's not just one day, but it will change week to week. You'll see it on our social channels, on certain media, as well as in our weekly newsletter and e-blasts. So it'll highlight one restaurant and one retailer to promote and for the community to go out and support, or even just a reminder that, you know, there's a lot of businesses that still need our support. So go support your favorite one if it might not be this one. And there are also sponsorship opportunities for advertising for local businesses if they want to support this initiative, which I think is really great. We received our first presenting sponsor, actually, Bank Gloucester. They'll be supporting this initiative. So we're really excited to see the community support come behind this. So yeah, we're excited about the initiative.
Thanks, Sarah. How much work it can be in getting these restaurants to join the program, but we're happy to do it. And with regard to sponsorships, yes, we have our presenting sponsor with Bank Gloucester, which is fantastic. Businesses can sponsor each week. So if you have a favorite restaurant and you'd like to sponsor that particular week, it's a great way to support that restaurant and this particular program. And it is not a lot of money. You know. So contact Sarah or call the chamber, and we'd love to talk to you about that. It's exciting now. Here we are at the end of February. There are a number of restaurants that are already reopening. Tono reopened last Friday and is going to stay open. They did well. The Franklin is opening up on March 2nd, I saw, and the businesses in Essex are getting ready to reopen. Farnham's opens on March 3rd. I drive by it every day. I hear the Boathouse and Blue Marlin are going to open soon, and I'm visiting Essex Seafood, which had just a horrific fire last year, and they've rebuilt, and they're going to open soon as well. So it's just so encouraging to see these businesses reopen after such a challenging year last year. But with the warmer weather comes a real break in this. So it's exciting. And then our last topic, if I could, is we have our affiliated Cape Ann Community Foundation. We set that up in 2016 to manage the proceeds from the Cape Ann license plate. And so through the license plate, we have awarded over $50,000 in grants to nonprofits, including to yours, Susan.
Absolutely.
Last year, North Shore Health Project awarded 6 grants last year alone, $2,500 each. And all through the proceeds from the Cape Ann license plate. And one of the ways that we also raise funds is we've reserved the low numbers 1 to 100 for private sale. And so we own those numbers and we sell them at an auction. And our auction is coming up. What's the date, Sarah? March
22nd to March 29th.
Yeah, so there's a week. And so we're starting to promote that now. And so this is the plate. You can't get it with letters, unfortunately, but we love what the plate represents in supporting Cape Ann and showing our pride every day for those of us that drive around with the plate. A regular plate is $40 every other year. It's $20 a year, and through those proceeds, we can award more than $15,000 every year to Cape Ann nonprofits and schools, and that's what we do. The auction helps us because the low number plates will go for much more money. And so stay tuned for that. Again, there's more information. The website for the foundation is lovecapeann.com. So the auction is on that website. You can also contact us at the chamber if you'd like more information, and you should be picking it up also on social media, as we're really starting to promote it there, and it'll be in the papers in the next few weeks. So we're very excited about that.
It's such an easy way to support the Cape Ann Community Foundation, which in turn supports local nonprofits. I mean, it's just such a great way to do it. Whether or not you buy a low plate at an additional amount of money, which I hope you will all bid at the auction, just supporting the license plate initiative does an immense amount of good for the community.
Well, and to your point, Susan, if folks don't want to participate in a low number auction, there are, or, if they already have their own plate, there's still an opportunity to win a very limited edition I Love Cape Ann koozie by just any donation of $25 or more. You can win one of these limited edition koozies. So these are actually really fun. So we have them here at the chamber offices. So we're excited to kind of see them out and about and on social media, and it's fun.
And if we get Susan to sign, can we charge more?
If what?
If Susan signs them, can we charge more?
Absolutely, I think
I'm not
so.
sure that would work.
Well, you guys, that was a terrific update. We've got a big month in store, starting with this evening, which we're really looking forward to. And it's such a pleasure working with you guys. Thanks so much for the update. And we'll look forward to seeing everyone again next month.
It was
Absolutely.
so much fun. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.